Rafaela's in the meta, and now you wanna play her. Okay. Here's a little help of how to play Rafaela from somebody who has played a little bit too much of her. Your first skill is called Light of Retribution, and you use it to open the bush and hit 3 enemies. Hit them more and you damage them more, easy as that. Cast it whenever you move to new bushes so that you can see enemies hiding inside, and you can always reveal that pesky little Natalia every now and then. Your second skill is called Holy Healing, basically the thing that shouts healing every time Rafaela casts that skill. Like what it says, it heals people. It heals your most damaged ally for a little bit more and can be used to speed your team around the entire map. Very fun skill to use and very annoying to play against. Your ult is called Holy Baptism and it stuns people in an AoE in front of you. That's it. Oh, and it also slows people by 20% like after they get stunned, but the main point is it stuns. And it's very good for peeling and starting team fights, so use of it what you will. Your passive is called Deity Penalization, and I know everybody loves the old one, but we're gonna make do with what we have.
Oh, he died!
So what this Deity Penalization does is, after you die, you shoot the person that killed you. Yeah. That's about it. Alright, so now it's time for the build. I know many of you will comment that like this build is wrong, or like some of you may not like it, but it's my build. It's just a suggestion. You can use your own. Use what you like, and use what the team needs, and use what the game needs. So with that, here's my build. Alright, so first up is my support build. Now some of you might want to switch out Dominance Eyes with the Oracle, and that's completely fine, that's up to you, but I prefer to use it because like, it kind of heals me more, and I really get my slows from the Thunderbelt, so yeah. The next one is my mid lane build. So it's focusing on giving debuffs to the enemy team, and the last one is, well, lots of damage. And you'll be surprised at the amount of damage that Rafaela can do. It's pretty funny at times. Battle spell wise, well, here are some of the battle spells that I use with Rafaela and the situations that I use them in, but again, it's up to you. Use what you need, use what the team needs, use what is favorable to you and what you're most comfortable with, and all should be fine. Although if you ask me to state a preference, I like the Petrify and the Aegis cause, well, Petrify gives me the chance to do a chain stun with my ulti, and the Aegis basically helps me to protect like really squishy people against high burst stuff. Like for example, a Guinevere, I guess, when like let's say a Brody gets caught. You get the idea. For your emblems, I built mine as the Such, giving me a little bit of healing plus extra regen and extra movement speed, so that I can evade people better, heal myself more, and stay in the fight longer, especially in the early game since the extra regen actually helps a lot. My special thingy that I take for my support emblems would be the Focusing Mark, since it helps me to deal extra damage, but if you need your items more, you can always go for Everest, it's up to you. For skills wise, just upgrade your second skill first to the maximum since it's Rafaela's bread and butter and helps you to move to places and heal people. Upgrade your first skill afterwards, then upgrade your ulti whenever you can. So some tips and tricks that you can do: if they're gonna die, dive them. If you're gonna die, they're probably gonna die anyway, so just let them kill you. Alright, second, use your ulti to try to peel for your carry or yourself whenever you see people coming in. Just try to anticipate it. Put your targeter on them just in case so that when they do get dived, you can easily just stun them. Next up, use your first skill whenever entering an unknown territory, because you never know when somebody might be in the bush. This is very important. If you don't do this, your carry might scold you for not opening the map.
Okay.
Don't let that happen to you. Other than that, try to get an ebb and flow kind of playstyle so that you can cast your skills at maximum range while staying out of the team fight so that you can survive. So that concludes this short guide for Rafaela. Now get your support ass out there and win some games. Okay, bye!